everyone, Zash here coming at you today in Clash Royale. Today I have all the balance information for you guys for Season 12 inside Clash Royale. Just another reminder, we have the new card, the Skeleton Dragons. As you can see here on the screen, I put out a video on the Skeleton Dragons with KFC and Boof already, so it looks like no big update coming at least right now. No news on when it will be. Needless to say, I want it just as bad as you guys do, but today we're going to talk about the balance changes. Just a quick kind of overview on this new arena here. It's going to be the Prince's Dream arena. Let me go ahead and throw up a friendly battle request here with Bufferetti. So new season, Prince's Dream, new arena. You guys can see it right here. It is very thematic, I guess, right? It is the Prince's Dream arena. I thought there would be some like, I don't know, pinup. I'm trying to keep this PG. Some pinup posters of the princess or something in, on this arena. It kind of reminds me of like an old school game of, which was Little Nemo, Little Nemo, I believe, for like Nintendo. I'm dating myself. Either way, I actually really like the arena here. We're also seeing some, I don't know. What do you guys think about the Skeleton Dragons? You guys a big fan of it? I feel like it's not too interesting. We talked a lot more about these cards, or this card, I should say, in my last video. So again, if you want my full feedback on that, go ahead and check that out. It's cool to have another splash card in the air. Don't get me wrong. I love that idea. But I just felt like I wanted a little bit something more, being a little bit greedy out of this new card, maybe shooting ice or something like that. Either way, guys, we do have a new card, new emotes. The Prince Rainbows will be coming from Pass Royale. A pony, which will be in the shop offer, the Prince's Stallion, and the Dark Prince will be available in a challenge. So let me go ahead and just jump into the balance changes, guys. So before we jump into it, guys, 3 very quick notes. Number 1 is the Skeleton Dragon will be a card boost next season. Drew confirmed that on Twitter yesterday. So that will be, maxed out to tournament level standard, to your King Tower, that is. Number 2 is CRL kicks off this weekend. If you want to join me in watching it, the link will be in the description below. And last but not least, I'm giving away $200, $100 on Facebook, $100 on Twitter. My social media links will be linked below. 5 $20 winners on each of those giveaways, just to help you out with the special offers. Now, the first card is going to be the Prince, very appropriate here in the Prince's Dream kind of motif that we have this season. The hit points will be plus 3%, so you guys can see here. His new hit points will be 1255 at tournament level standard. That is up from 1215. I'm just going to go ahead and give you what Supercell says about these changes, then I'll react to each of those changes as we normally do here on these videos. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Getting knocked out of Prince's Dream made the Prince a little bit tougher when he wakes up. So he also had low win rates for quite a while now. We decided to give him an HP buff of 3%. Hey, I agree with that 100%. The Prince is very weak right now, especially with all kind of the swarming cards in this game and just a lot of different options. Even Royal Delivery is great against the Prince. So Prince definitely needed it. There's no doubt about it. Totally agree with that one. The next card is going to be the Royal Delivery. So the Royal Delivery, guys, I mean, this is a big one, a very, very popular community request. Is a nerf to the Royal Delivery. That's exactly what is happening here. So the stats are going to now change. The damage is going to be changed from 190 at tournament level standard to 171. That's a 10% reduction to the damage of Royal Delivery. Hallelujah for a lot of players out there who are really annoyed by this card. They say, watch out, the Royal Delivery dropped into the arena just a few months ago and has become one of the most popular spells in the game. It's doing great work, but just a tad too powerful for its cost. Drop damage is reduced to increase the number of recruit hits it takes to defeat musketeers and wizards. So again, that's the Royal Delivery damage reduction from 190 to 171 here. Next up is going to be the Bomb Tower. So the Bomb Tower is going to also see a nerf here, guys. Again, not surprising here. I was actually surprised they did not nerf the Bomb Tower earlier. So again, this is a balance change that I can get on board with. So the stamp of approval from me so far on all 3 of these changes. So the lifetime is going to be reduced from 35 seconds to 25 seconds on the Bomb Tower. So Bomb Tower, like many powerful buildings in past metas, creates a nearly impenetrable shell due to having a long lifespan. It can be played proactively and service multiple incoming assaults from one Bomb Tower. Reducing the lifetime will reduce its defensive strength, opening up new decks and competitive viability. I'm okay with this. It did seem like it had a lot of HP. That's not changed, just the lifetime of the bomb tower. So I'm interested to see, will this be too harsh of a balance change on the bomb tower? A full 10-second reduction. Heck, that's almost 20% of a lifetime decrease in terms of the duration of the card. Time will tell, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go ahead and move on to the next one. It is Earthquake. So Earthquake's going to see another balance change here, guys. So this is an interesting one. Let me go ahead and just read what they say about it before I get into the numbers. It will make more sense that way. So, fast attackers plus Earthquake has come to dominate the meta this last month. Part of the reason Earthquake is so effective against defenders is because it slows down their attacks, allowing cards like Hog Rider to squeak through with guaranteed damage. By removing the attack speed reduction, but increasing the movement speed reduction, Earthquake more closely matches its design intention to punish misplaced melee troops instead of perfectly placed defenders. So again, the move debuff has been changed from 35% to 50% with a speed multiplier of 35 to 50. Basically, it's going to make the troops move much slower, walk much slower, right? And then the attack speed debuff has been removed completely. So the troop, as long as it's placed inside, next to the troop that you're trying to defend, it's going to swing at the same rate. Unlike right now in the game where it swings rather slowly, there is that reduction of the swing time of all the defending troops. So now it's going to be kind of like the original Poison. Who remembers what was it, 4 or 5 years ago? I don't even know, but a long time ago. You OG viewers, you OG players know what I'm talking about. That Poison had that really strong movement speed reduction. Now that's going to be what the Earthquake has inside of it as well. So, you know, that one for me is going to have to be kind of a wait and see. I actually like, call me whatever you want. I've heard it all, but I actually liked Earthquake and Royal Delivery being meta. You could definitely make the argument, and I would have to agree with you that both were a little bit on the strong side. But I guess what I'm trying to say is I just hope they don't go too far with either of these cards. I like them being viable in the meta. So those are the big 4 balance changes. I want to talk about standardized deployment stagger times between units, and then kind of give my take on the meta in general after that. So I'll go ahead and throw on a random replay for you guys while I read off these deployment facts for you guys. So a while back, we introduced a staggered deployment time to swarm troops. We feel there are many benefits and wanted to standardize this across all troops. Cards that consist of 2 or more troops will deploy 0.1/10 of a second apart, okay? For some, this is going to be a reduction of existing stagger times, such as Minion Horde in Goblin Gang. They'll actually have less of a stagger time because right now they have a longer stagger time than a 10th of a second. It's 0.15. So whatever, I think, kind of a whatever. There will be an exception to this rule though, and that's going to be skeleton based cards, okay? So skeleton and skeleton army will remain with instant summons. So all these cards will be deployed instantaneously on Skarmy and on skeletons. Everything else, we're talking archers, goblins, spirit goblins, goblin gang, minions, barbarians, minion horde, rascals, guards, royal recruits, even royal recruits. What, is that a card? Bats, Zappies, is that a card? Buff Zappies. Wallbreakers, Skeleton Dragons, 3 Musketeers, and Elite Barbarians, all going to be standardized to 0.1 second, 10th of a second on the stagger. So I don't think that's a huge dramatic change for any of these cards. I still think the 3 Musketeers is going to continue to kind of, muscle their way into a potential viability. They're already viable, but maybe being back towards meta. So I'm actually happy about that, being a 3 Musketeer player. But other than that, I really don't think there's anything dramatic that comes from this standardized deployment time. Now, in terms of the rest of the game, and I've been seeing it, I still read all your comments on my videos, guys, even if I don't respond to every single one of them, just not enough time in the day. And I see kind of the mounting frustration. Where is the big update, Supercell? And I hear you guys. I didn't want you guys to think that I'm tone deaf to what you guys have been saying. Heck, even views here on my channel and across the board on pretty much every content creator's channels are down, and that's totally okay because I still enjoy the game for what it is, but that's not to say I don't want more. I've been talking about how many videos can I release? Seriously, how many videos can I release talking about, oh, my update wish list and these are the things they should add to the game and you know, so many ideas. There's so many good ideas, and you know, most of them come from you guys, the community, you know, on Reddit, on social media, on the comments, on YouTube videos. There's a plethora of good ideas out there. It's just a question of which one of these ideas are going to be implemented by Supercell. Now, on one hand, I'm empathetic to Supercell. It is a global pandemic. They are working from home with a small team. But at the same time, I would be remiss if I did not mention that, hey, Clash of Clans and Brawl Stars are putting out some pretty badass updates, right? They're putting out some really nice content there. So, you know, I'm torn between it. You know, I don't want to be overly critical because, you know, first world problems, the definition of me complaining about a mobile game not getting updates. At the same time, I really wish that, you know, if the big update isn't ready, I want to be very clear on this. If the big update is not ready, if it's not ready this month, if it's not ready, who knows? I don't know when it's going to be released. I don't. If it's not ready, I would rather them delay. Honestly, this is unpopular, but, you know, why not be truthful, right? I'm not going to pander to you guys. So I'd rather them delay this update. Let me throw in another mediocre replay for you guys. Rather than delay the update than release a crappy ass update, right? I'd much rather delay, you know? And it sucks because we need an update so bad. We need it so bad, man. I am spending more time lately, truthfully. You can look at my player stats, you can see it, you know? I'm spending way more time watching competitive Clash Royale in the background while I'm editing or whatever than I'm actually playing the game right now. And that sucks, man. I want that hunger, that thirst to play the game. I want that back in the game. And the truth is, we're just going to have to exercise patience because, frankly, that's all we can do. What else can we do, right? You can, you know, if you guys, some of you guys say you're taking breaks from the game, that's totally cool. I totally understand that, right? I hope you come back. Hope you watch the channel. Maybe in the meantime, that'd be cool to support me. Creator code CWA, it's appreciated. But ultimately for me, as much as I want changes, it's one of those things in life where sometimes you have to play the cards you were dealt and it sucks. But I hope, my biggest hope is, you know, in a year or 2 or 5 years from now, no one's gonna freaking remember that this update took forever to come. We're not. We're going to judge this update based on how good it is, right? If it's another touchdown update, it's going to be like, yeah, whatever, man. Touchdown mode, that was the final blow to Clash Royale. That's when we knew the glory days were well behind us. If it's a really, really awesome update, if it is Clan Wars 2.0 like we think we're getting, then hell yeah, man. I'm okay waiting a couple months. I know that most of you probably aren't in the same boat, but that's just me being real with you guys, seriously. So anyway, guys, I've been rambling on way too long here. I hope you enjoyed this video. At least let me know what you think of the balance changes and the new card in the comments below. Huge shout out to Stutts, Royale, and to Bren Chong, my YouTube partners. Hope you guys are doing well, staying healthy and safe out there, both mentally and physically, of course. Thinking about you guys, much love, and as always, take care, guys.